Hey fam! Thanks for being here with me again. I'm gonna go ahead and start asking questions and shuffling. I'll talk to you about what I got while I was meditating with your energy and pre-shuffling the cards. What is this reading about, please? Can you please give us some information to start this reading? I use words like he, she, him, her. I'm referring to masculine and feminine energy or something depicted in the artwork on the cards. I'm not being gender specific. I'm referring to masculine and feminine energy, and so are the cards. That was the Hierophant that just came out. Please never ever make choices or decisions based on a tarot reading. All of my readings tend to be pretty timeless, all of my readings are generally timeless. Saying two things at once. All of my readings are timeless unless it says otherwise in the description. I intend that they will find whoever they are meant to find whenever they are meant to find them. Most of my energy readings tend to be pretty specific, so this one might not be for you. If it's not, maybe the next one will be. And if it isn't yours, you're welcome to hang out here with me anyway, especially if you're not sleeping. Maybe I can tarot you to sleep. Can you please give us information on what this reading is about for the fam tonight? The first thing that happened while I was meditating with your energy and pre-shuffling the cards is several times I started getting this weird feeling in my ear, and that was death. Like down inside my ear, and I would start to feel dizzy, and every time I would start to feel dizzy, I would it would pull me out of the energy, like back out of your energy and like into what I was feeling in my body, right? So I'm not sure what that was about. It happened several times. But every time, like, my ear would start feeling weird, my left ear would start feeling weird, I would start to get dizzy, and then just as I would start to get dizzy, it would make me feel back into my body because I was feeling like off balance and weird, right? So I'm not sure what that was about. If you know and you're open to it, maybe you can let me know in the comments. The Nine of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles just came out together. Any more information you would like to give us for what this reading is about for the fam tonight, please? I was also hearing the song Sorry Miss Jackson by Outkast. And I kept seeing little pieces, like little scenes from a whole bunch of Disney movies. And I just can't wait to be king. I was trying to, is that from the Jungle Book? That song from one of those movies got stuck in my head. I don't think it was the song in particular. I just saw that scene from that movie. It's the old Jungle Book that I'm seeing. But I saw like scenes from a whole bunch of different Disney movies. Just little clips. So I don't know if somebody's having a Disney movie marathon or what that was about. And then these tarot cards, after I finished shuffling them, I always put the cards face down. I always put the decks back face down, and I didn't realize that I had laid them upside down from what I normally do. and one of the card faces was showing, of course, and it was the Justice card, and that seemed important. So I don't really know what any of that was about. Maybe something will come out in the reading, or maybe that was just something specific for one of you, some of you, or confirmation to someone to let them know this is for them. I don't know. Again, if you know what any of that was about and you're open to it, you can let me know in the comments. Do you want to tell us anything else about what this reading is tonight for the fam? I just heard social norms. I'm going to move those notes. I also felt like I needed to change my candle. Very specifically to this white one. Do you want to tell us anything else? Do you want me to switch decks? What would you like? Is someone in your business like trying to tell you how to do, be, act, behave, appear, perform something? Like, do you have some familial or religious or cultural expectations on you right now? And that was the World. Thank you. And the Lovers, oh, let me cover those guys up. Maybe that's why I heard social norms earlier. Do you want to tell us anything else? Anything else? I feel like, yes, but I don't know. Should I change decks? Can you please give me clear communication? I just saw, I wanted to say Amish, but that's not right. Uh, um, oh, there's another group of people that is similar. They speak German. I don't know if Amish people speak German. Oh my goodness. Mennonites, yes. Is somebody on their I cannot think of any of these words right now. I also just noticed that the world is naked too. Hang on just a second. I don't know if you can see everything super clearly the way I have the camera and stuff. But I'm gonna cover them up just in case. Apparently YouTube doesn't like bodies. What is that called? Hey, hang on. I'm gonna look it up. I'll be right back. Hey, you guys. I don't know what happened. I came back from looking up Rumspringa, and I've been talking for quite some time now. And it stopped recording. Like, I barely got anything else after I said what I found about Rumspringa. So I'm going to recap everything that I said after that. Okay, Rumspringa is specific to Amish people, not Mennonites, but I saw Mennonite people when I said that, like their dress and the way they move about in communities. But Rumspringa is running about in the world, right? In your late teenage years, to see if you are going to commit to the Amish way of life or not. Anyway, it looks like you're going to be going on a walkabout. You're going exploring out into the world. It looks like you're going to be doing that alone. But it looks like that you've made up your mind and you're making your plans. It also appears that you do not have the resources to do this. So it looks like you either have zero or very little resources to do this. So it looks like you're making your exit plan, and it looks like you are gathering your resources. But it looks like there are eyes on you, and they are not going to be happy about you making this move. So you're having to do it very strategically and kind of in secret until you're ready to go. Now, when I got to this point, I saw another scenario that could possibly be happening. So for some of you, it is what I said. For some of you, this might be, we are going to say, an unsafe relationship. Okay? And it looks like if that is your story, that the person that you're in this relationship with has been very controlling over pretty much everything. Finances, how you dress, who you can and cannot talk to. And so it looks like you don't have anyone in your life that you can talk about this with and that can help you. It looks like if you say anything to anyone in your life currently, that they will go and tell this other person, and it will make things more unsafe for you than it already is. And because they've been so controlling of everything, including resources and finances, you do not have what you need to leave. So you, if that is your scenario, you also are making your plan. Either way this goes, you've made up your mind to leave whichever situation this is for you. You are making your plan and you're quietly getting your resources gathered so that you can leave. All right. Let me see. So then the Six of Wands and the King of Cups came out together. I was a little bit unsure why the King of Cups came out. Temperance and the Three of Swords came out to clarify the King of Cups. And I had just said right before I realized that the video was not recording that it looks like you have made up your mind. Like you no longer agree with or whatever with this group, whichever way that scenario goes. And the cards are just repeating the message that you're biding your time, you're gathering your resources, and you are leaving. You're just waiting until you have everything together. And even though it is taking a lot of courage to leave whichever situation this is, you're being smart and you have your mind made up and you're leaving. So I don't know, it's just repeating again. So on one hand, that's telling me, like, that's the information, but also it's telling me that you are on the right path for you, right? Do you want to give our fam any advice? Is there anything that they need to know that you can tell them tonight? The Devil. Oh my goodness, I'm going to use all of my stones tonight. Anything else? Why is the Devil here? Why is the Devil here, please? one thing that I'm seeing is that you feel like this is the responsible thing for you, for your life. I just heard Eminem say you only get one shot, one opportunity. And I feel like that's the way you're feeling about your life. Like, this is my one life, and this isn't how I want to spend it. Any advice? Any other advice? Or why is the devil here? Any more advice? Or why is the devil here? Thank you. It's the Tower. I mean, I almost said death. This is a sudden change. It's going to cause upheaval and chaos. I just heard the world is your oyster again. Like, once you get out of here, like, it is literally a new beginning for you. And maybe for the first time in your life, all the options and choices are yours, right? You get to decide now which direction you go and what your life looks like. Anything else? Any other advice? Any other advice before we close out this reading? I feel very tired in this energy, which makes me think that you're feeling tired. And my head feels kind of foggy. So I feel like you are probably mentally and physically exhausted too. Thank you. The Queen of Swords. Oh my. Yeah, that is so your energy right now. You're so clear-minded. And you so clear-minded. So clear-minded. You have your mind made up and you're doing this thing. The Six of Cups and the Chariot. So it looks like, excuse me, so I was asking for advice, right, for you, and it looks like maybe you, as you're preparing your things, getting your things together and making your plan, it looks like maybe you start reminiscing, like maybe you're finding things or packing things or like photos or something, right? And it starts making you reminisce on some good times or good memories from the past, right? And you start to second guess yourself. But it looks like it's just for a moment. It's like the nostalgia got you, right? But the advice is that you know the direction that you need to go to live your life. You know inside of you, and you do what you know is right for you and your life. with courage. And I think that we're not being brave if we don't feel a little afraid at the same time, right? I don't feel like there can be courage if there's an absence of fear. It was the Queen of Wands that came out. You just have courage, be confident in your decisions, be confident in your mind, and when you do get out of here and get into a good physical space, that will then help you to move into a more healthy mental space. And I think maybe for the first time in your life, you will experience what independence feels like. And that feels good to you, and that feels good to me. Continue to be determined and to trust yourself to make the right decisions for you and your path, right? You're smart, you're strong, and you're brave. Okay. Okay, can you give me 3 cards to close out this energy and this reading for our fan tonight, please? Thank you. These may or may not have to do anything with this reading. They're just meant to be for you, and anything you might need at the moment, I'm not going to read into them. I'll read them and show them to you, and you can gather what you need from the words or the imagery. Thank you. Okay, the first one that came out is adventure. Be open to new experiences. Leisure. Remain lighthearted. Warning. Pay attention to red flags. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I love hanging out with you. I wish you well on your life's journey. If you like my vibe or the way I read energy, or you just liked hanging out with me tonight, please consider giving the video a thumbs up, leaving me a comment or emoji. You can always leave me a middle finger emoji, or consider subscribing to the channel. I truly appreciate your support for my work here. I always love hanging out with you, and I can't wait to see you next time. Give me a big hug. I love you so bad. See you next time. Bye.